Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to watch some more Game of Thrones. We are on season 1, episode 7, and this one is called You Win or You Die. And I think that could apply to any of them. Trying to remember what last happened. Oh, Purdy's here. You gonna say hi to everybody? I guess I'll need to move the camera down for them to see you. Tell everybody hi. You want to tell them hi? Oh, we're drooling. Um, I'll get us resituated after I do the intro. But at any rate, we're getting ready to watch some more of Game of Thrones. The last time I watched it, asshole brother is dead. Not Kelsey. Khaleesi is finding her power. The dragons are, hold on. The dragons represent Khaleesi's family, not the Dothraki, not Jason Momoa's family. With there being so much space in between, I don't think I'm ever going to get the name straight. So I apologize in advance. So Khaleesi's family bloodline are the dragons, the not not Lanyards, Lan Lannisters. The Lannisters have a lion as representation. The Starks are the wolf. And have we figured out what they said what the animal was? It wasn't an elk. It was it's in the same family. I forget what they referred to it as. I don't think we learned what family that animal represents yet. No, we did because they mentioned it. I can't remember which family it is though. We've got some sketchy stuff going on between the finger dude and the other dude, all trying to manipulate Ned. Ned has not been tricked, but manhandled back into the position of being the second hand after Lannister brother, one of his guys speared him in the back of the leg, that sort of thing. But there's also this thing where the king is not supporting Ned's perspective of the situation. Tyrion, Tyrion, I think is how you say his name, found his freedom from, is it Grace and her sister, after Grace's one of the guards. I don't know what his position is, but he fought as champion for Tyrion. And we've learned that Grace's sister, I think her name's Grace. You guys know who I'm talking about if I'm saying Grace. But her sister has gone a little bonkers, and her son is a bit of a brat. And Jon Snow is still at the wall in training, I believe. And he's kind of stuck out his neck to help one of them that was getting bullied all the time. Does that catch us up with everybody? I'll probably remember more as we watch further. And one of the big things with Khaleesi and her brother is the dragons supposedly don't get burned, which is why her hands were not all red when she had picked up the egg out of the coals. But yet her brother burned when the gold was dumped on his head. So she was saying he's not a true dragon. Um, I still think the one of those eggs is going to hatch, at least one of them, and we go from there. I can't remember. They told us what the conditions were that were needed in order for the egg to be hatched, and I can't remember what it is. I'm sure I will learn as the show goes on. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to get comfortable so that Purdy can be held since I'm talking. That's her cue. And I'll move the camera down so you guys can watch her sleep. And I am going to turn the volume down some because I've noticed in some of my editing of some of the older videos I've done, I'm shouting. And with copyright, I've been having a harder time with copyright. Haven't edited any of the Game of Thrones yet, but Good Witch, I'm having more of a problem editing and everything. So, all right, get comfortable. So, turning the volume down because of that. For those of you that don't like it, I'm sorry. This is a reaction. It's not an opportunity to watch the show without watching it for yourself through the primary source, the direct source.
Attacking him was stupid.
Calling him out? Good.
You spend too much time worrying about what other people think of you.
I could care less what anyone thinks of me.
Oh, he's all about looks.
I'm giving you half of our forces, 30,000 men.
Who is that guy?
So the Lion does concern himself with the opinions.
No, that's not an opinion. It's a fact.
Is that Dad?
All of us rotting in the ground.
Okay, so he is Dad.
Or we could collapse into nothing, as the Targaryens did.
Targaryens are the dragons.
Your brother? Or your lover?
Calling her out. That's right. I forgot that he looked through one of the books that I guess has the lineage and noticed the pattern that they all had black hair. The children of Robert, I think I got that right, the king's name, all had black hair, but yet this child, the Prince of Brattiness, had blonde hair, which was his clue that to confirm that the brother was the lover. So forgot about that part.
Because wherever you go, Robert's wrath will follow you.
And what of my wrath, Lord Stark?
I don't know if he'll believe him
Jamie
the
told
way
me
he's
about
been
the day
acting.
King's Landing fell.
I'm sure glad I don't live back in the times of public baths.
I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to fuck them.
This has
That's
been
what I
such
am.
a
That's what
awkward
I am. And only by
learning
admitting what we
background
are
on
can we get
him
what we want.
moment. She looks
You're a
like
very
the
lucky girl, do you know that?
people from the woods.
Where I come from, we don't show mercy to criminals.
Okay,
Where
she
I come
is.
from, if someone like you attacked a little lord, you're not living in the wilderness anymore. In civilized lands, you refer to your betters
She's
by
going to
their
end
proper
up turning on
titles.
him.
Why did you come here?
Didn't mean
I
to
want to
come
know
here.
what she's doing with the grass.
Meant to get much further south than this. They wasn't gone, old man. They was sleeping.
So the ghost walkers.
And they ain't sleeping no more.
It's a long ways down.
Promise, girls. The horn. We have to blow the horn.
I couldn't see anything. Oh,
I should have spent more time with you. Shown you how to be a man.
somebody tried to poison him?
Never meant to be a father.
I forget what happened to him. If we saw. Is this going to be his will? Last will and testament?
Baratheon. First, you know how it goes.
So giving him regent, but he doesn't know that Joffrey's not his biological son. Rightful heir and leave it at that?
You'll hate it worse than I did. But you'll do it well.
I was going to say, he's got a lot of enemies. First one being the Lannister brother. But he may gain Tyrion on his side, which would help him against the ugly Lannister brother. The asshole one. So depending on how the writers write that, it could be interesting what they may decide to do if he dies. Because he might not even die. Just might need to rest from the wound.
Murdered by a pig. Give me something for the pain and let me die.
At least he's laughing about the irony.
Give him milk of the poppy.
Milk of the puppy. Oh, of the poppy.
He was
Opium.
from the wine.
Afraid those birds have flown. The girl is likely dead already.
Nope. Is she braiding his hair? So they were talking something about the throne, but I have no idea what they were talking about. But I think the whole point of that was to show that they were discussing things together.
See if he has any letters for me.
Well, I'll come with you.
No, don't trouble yourself. Enjoy the market. I'll rejoin you soon enough.
She's suspicious of him.
And his congratulations. A royal pardon. You can go home now.
Well, that's interesting. Home being Ned forgave him.
That? Dornish swill, not worthy.
It was poison.
You first.
I was going to say, he knows it's poisoned. Why would he drink it? And she catches on quick. I'm glad she trusts him. But it was a little suspicious that he wanted to check the mail on his own. Get your butt out of my face. Well, I suspect he's a dead man.
Bear the names of proud houses.
Are they suspecting Benjen to be dead?
It's going to be a ranger. Isn't that what you
Oh,
wanted?
it's the knighting ceremony.
Steward's life for me.
By the way, since we're looking at Jon Snow, he is Kit Harington? Is that who he is? Yeah, Kit Harington. And I forget without looking at his history who he played in the past, but I remember whatever show it was that I had watched in the past, I've always liked him as an actor, and doesn't hurt that he's good looking. Um, but I didn't realize that it was Kit Harington. I forget what I was looking at to see that it was him portraying him, but I thought that was cool. Whatever the show was, I'll put it up here so you guys know what show it was I saw him in from before, back in the day.
And your old gods too, maybe.
Stretch time. Stretch time.
Well? Why would you forsake the gods of your father and your house?
They forsaken him.
To the builder, Echiel to the builders, Gordo to the stewards, Nico
What's
to
the
the
steward? Punishment. But what is the stewards? Is he like an oracle?
You will report to Moen Marsh in the kitchens. Luke.
Oh, stewards, so they're like helpers. They're not out patrolling and stuff.
I'd like to hear a song.
That was the wrong thing to say to him.
Listen to me.
I know he meant well.
He wants to groom you for command.
I don't think he wants to groom him. I think it was punishment. But he does have a point.
Every moment you delay gives Cersei another moment to prepare.
Of course, he doesn't know what Ned knows.
Stannis is a commander.
I was going to say, Ned knows his agenda now.
My Lord Protector.
Pickers. What's his name?
Unless. There is no unless. He is
I was going to say, he's already sent the letter.
Do you have a shred of honor?
You
Nope.
are now hand of the king, and you'll need someone to share these burdens, I assure you. My price would be
Always up to something. Got his fingers into the honey pot.
the man who pays them.
I don't know if I followed all of that. So basically, Fingers, whatever his name is saying the queen is going to try to claim Joffrey as the new king and try to say that she's regent. Meanwhile, Ned is saying that Stannis is the king. And because we've got two different people claiming two different kings, Fingers is saying the people are going to go with whoever is paying them. So because he's paying 2,000 soldiers, is that what they were saying? He will have the split vote, basically. The people will follow what he says. I have a hard time following these kind of things, but I think that's what they were saying. We shall find out if I understood correctly. That's not his wolf, is it? Yeah, she likes the fire. You like the fire? Oh, a face. Look at that.
Rise now as men of the Night's Watch.
Considering he never prayed to them before, he did a good job of remembering the prayer. although it was more of an oath. But I guess the others did the same oath just to the new god, not to the old god. So maybe they had time to memorize all that. That is his wolf, isn't it?
God's be good.
Is it Benjamin? Benjamin? Can't say his name.
What will they do to him?
They'll
In the
kill him.
Palisade rides, he'll be leashed to a saddle and forced to run behind the horses for as long as he can. If you ride to Darkest Ashai, his assassins will follow you. If you sailed all the way to the Basilisk Isles, his spies would tell him.
So they don't know that Robert's dying or dead. He does tower over him, doesn't he? I wonder if they did any forced perspective in that particular scene. I wish I knew what they were saying. How old is Khaleesi supposed to be, by the way? I imagine the actress herself is older than she looks. But for storylines, how old is Khaleesi supposed to be? Ah, the horses are cool. I've seen gates that have statues like that at the end of the roads. We have them around here. Always thought it was interesting. And not only is he running behind the horses, he's naked as a jaybird. Now he's got to break the news to everybody. Who was he supposed to give the letter to?
Last seen galloping south in some haste.
He always seems so apologetic, but still not apologetic at the same time. That whole sorry, not sorry. He's got the expression, the facial movements and tone down perfect. Sorry to break the news to you, kid. Break the news, Ned.
King Robert's seal. Unbroken.
Kill him! Kill all of them, I command it!
Boy, he's a brat. I knew they were up to something. Fingers has his fingers in the honey, which makes a sticky mess. I'm just going to have to talk over the music. I'll wait till the music stops. Fangs is in the lap. She's very comfortable. Okay. So I've talked about how Fingers and Sorry But Not Sorry are just so conniving and manipulative, and didn't trust either one of them. And Fingers has proven that we can't trust him. It's interesting because Barrister, is that his name? He seemed to be conflicted about what to do, but at the same time, kind of trusted what Ned was saying. So the only way I see this turning around, Ned getting out of it without being captive, is for Barrister to order his troops to not take him into custody. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think he's going to end up in custody. I think Tyrion is going to play a key role with siding with Ned, because from what I gather, Tyrion can't stand his sister or brother either. So I think something in there will happen, and that's how Ned will get out of whatever is going on. I also think the maiden who had the baby that she claimed was Robert's, I think I don't understand why her son wouldn't be in play, since, well, I guess it would be hard to prove. I don't know. But then we still have, can't remember his name, something like Sinister, but that's not right. Robert's brother. The message was already sent to him before all of this went down, before he talked to Fingers about what he wanted to do. So the question is, did the note get to Sinister, or whatever his name is, or did it get interrupted? So that we'll have to see. It'll also be interesting to see what Khaleesi and Drago, Drago, is that it? What they end up doing when they learn about Robert's death. But I wonder if they'll learn that Ned tried to not go after her and her child. So that's still in play as well. I don't think that hand, well, was there a ring on that hand? That hand might be Benjamin. Benjamin? I know it's not Benjamin, because that's what I keep wanting to call him. It's something like Benjamin. I don't think it's his hand, but it could be his hand. And I guess we'll find that out in a future episode. Whether it's this next one or not, I don't know. But if we have the wildlings and John and all that, I imagine it will be in the next episode. She looks so cute. She's hugging her nose. Did I wake you up? Woke her up taking pictures. They have their own Instagram. I was trying to do it daily, but it's just not working out daily. But they have their own Instagram called Sherry's Kitties, all one word. I think that's where I'm at with this group, this episode. And we'll just have to see what ends up happening in the next one and, well, in future ones to see if what I'm thinking might hold true or not. So thank you for joining me on this one, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.